Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. Today we're reacting to another episode of Lucifer. This is season 5, episode 4. It's called It Never Ends Well for the Chicken. And I feel like I've heard that term before, but I don't remember when. What happened last time on Lucifer? Last time was called Diablo. And the main case of the week situation is that they were on a movie set, like a movie showrunner or writer got killed, and they were trying to figure out, who did it. And there's main suspects were second in command, the main actor, and the partner of the main actor. And the show, the episode was called Diablo because that was the name of the show. It's meant to be a play on the actual show Lucifer, where everything was pretty similar, fairly the same. Nice little meta episode where they can kind of poke fun at themselves. But then there was also a whole deeper side of it, which connected back to Chloe and Lucifer about the whole idea of, is Chloe in charge of her own fate? What's the deal with that? What's the situation behind whether or not Chloe really has free will or not? So we're gonna find out what happens next time. The thumbnail of the episode was in black and white, so it could be a just black and white sequence, or it could be a noir episode. They just had a noir episode in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season, so that'd be cool if there's another one. But before we jump into the actual episode, please consider leaving a like on the video, and please consider subscribing. That helps so much. Helps my channel a ton. Helps my videos get seen more. Yeah, I think that's all I got though. So let's jump into season 5, episode 4 of Lucifer.
Also, who cares where my mom is?
I'm pretty sure this is the same actress.
And Trixie's in the house. You could tell me a story.
Do I look like Mr. Rogers?
You don't have to make anything up. You could just tell me about this dagger. Has it ever killed anyone?
Not yet, no.
It's a very special dagger.
Your ring. Tell me the story of your ring. Unless you'd rather talk about the handcuffs.
Quite the negotiator, aren't we? Very well. For one night only. It's story time at the penthouse. Year was 1946.
Lego. So this is gonna be like a noir episode. That looks like the same street
An old friend
that they from How I Met Your Mother.
Drink at the garden club.
Might be the same set. Who knows?
I was the only one who knew her real name, Lilith.
Wait, who's Lilith?
Nate's mother. Her spitting
Really?
image.
Okay.
Though neither of them would ever admit it.
I feel like we've met this person before, right? Wasn't Lilith mentioned? No, that's Lilith was in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
That's me.
Or was she in this show too? I don't remember. Okay. The lyrics of the song kind of suck. That's fair though. I'd give the performance a 3 out of 10. They seem to enjoy it a lot more than I did. Don't know if that sequence had to be that long.
I don't believe I've seen you since...
Marie Antoinette's coming out party.
Oh, and come out she did. Shame what happened to her. So what have you been up to the past few hundred years?
She lost that.
Lucifer, that ring is the only thing in the entire universe that means anything to me. I'm going to get it back. And you.
Good luck.
And why would I do that? The devil-solving crime. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. I think I like the regular title sequence better, but that was nice.
Why does investigator have to be a boy? My mom solves crimes all the time.
Fine.
That's accurate.
As I was saying,
Well, if it ain't Lucifer Morningstar, what can I do you for?
I need to locate a rare and extremely valuable piece of stolen jewelry. This ring, to be precise.
This is a pretty rough joint. Trouble comes knocking, best stay behind me.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen my fair share of trouble.
Yeah? How many Nazis you take out lately?
Betty, soldier.
Like 3 or 4.
If fisticuffs ensue, I promise to
Casual
let you know
Tuesday?
all the time.
I'm guessing the bartender.
What's your poison? Gin? Tequila?
We're, looking for information on Lily Rose's ring. You know who nabbed it?
Handsome. Kinda beefy. Short-haired, strong jaw. Usually wears a plain blue suit. Oh, and an eye patch.
Well, you might have led with that.
That's a very interesting description.
So, what do you want to tell me?
Hey, you should watch your back.
You again. Oh, dear. Are you certain you don't want me to get involved? It feels a little unsporting just standing here.
Ooh, here we go. Sound effects with every punch.
Nice voice.
Wait, hold it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I thought you said Mr. stomping on him. Mr. is a man.
Did you or did you not request a gender-balanced narrative? I'm simply following your instructions.
Yeah, she's got to go with that. That's fine.
But Jack and his wife Shirley were going through a rough patch.
How are the potatoes?
They're bad. Wait, is that?
I made them with cream, just like you like.
Is that the actress that plays his mom?
But you can't.
That's so funny that she's here. Hey,
Lucky Larry?
yo, your man got clapped. The man's cheeks been clapped. It's probably not good.
Oh, what did the missus do to get your trousers in such a twist? Cheat on you?
The
Kick your
background.
dog? Ruin your favorite
Oh my gosh.
Shirley was a call girl.
Yeah, that's right. And rousting me out of my shell shock was her final trick.
Interesting.
You
But in the end, it worked out, so who cares?
Your wife has gained with
Who the hell are you?
Jack Monroe, PI.
Lucifer Morningstar, devil.
Come here!
See?
What goobers?
Friend Sigmund would
You think I killed him? I would never. I mean, I could if I had to, but I didn't. And I don't know anything about a ring.
Does anyone know about your...
Oh, he's so dumb.
From time to time, I purchase a tree. I just love war. Don't you?
Not given the fact that he's a soldier, probably not.
There's a word to describe you, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like a shower, but French.
Douche.
I'm sure it'll come to me.
It's like a shower, but French.
Dick tracked down that ring of yours? Sounds like that ring meant a lot to you.
So the bartender stole it, right?
I was married.
But the doctors, they can't.
Frick.
We've known each other all our lives. I just can't believe I might lose him.
Guess I'm lucky I never got attached to anybody that way.
Don't you say that.
Why can't the doctors save him? Lack of money? Is that why she stole the ring? To pay for the medical bills?
and shine, Stompanato.
Oh, Tony's stomping on. He's dead. Got straight clapped.
That certainly explains why I never gave Lily's ring back. Looks like Mr. Stompanato's bark was worse than his bite.
Okay. I don't know. who? I got no idea. They took his heart, like they cut his heart out?
Didn't seem the type to wear it on his sleeve. I'll check the floor.
What? I thought that was just a lot of blood. I didn't realize there was a hole with a heart missing.
Have you come seeking books?
Yeah, we have.
Wasn't that guy one of the henchmen?
Seeking books.
Oh. Thought you were here for the secret cult ceremony.
Sorry.
That's more fun, though.
We are
Yeah.
absolutely here for the...
Melvin the Magnificent at your service.
What is it with this place?
Board certified priest.
Amenadiel, you goober.
Shaman, and justice of the peace. How may I assist you? You seek the ceremony of Anubis.
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
Yeah, that's the one.
Please.
Look over there. For just $12, our deluxe ceremony of Anubis includes live chicken.
It never ends well for the chicken.
Title of the episode.
Or you
Roll credits.
prefer- Hold the line there, pal. Are you talking about the Ring of Lilith? Because my clients, parishioners, would pay top dollar for even a slightly passable fake. We could split the profits. Objects of immortality are my best sellers.
Right. Can any of your parishioners...
I gave you an army.
An army I never asked for. And one I didn't know I needed at the time. Couldn't get more.
So Maze was sent to be part of an army.
So am I.
Everyone get the
I don't think that's like the big secret, though.
Anyway.
This is over. I'm taking the bus to Des Moines. I'm gonna move back in with my mother.
Be a doll and put this in my safe, will you?
Yeah, I don't know if that doesn't necessarily give away that you need that. Doesn't necessarily like, ha. Like unless this song is gonna say that you need that thing to make the ring work, how's anyone gonna actually know what that meant? They're focusing on her. Oh, that's why. So the legend is, or whatever, that what they said, the ring makes you immortal, is what the people believe. Her bartender husband is dying, so she stole the ring to give it to him to make him live. Turns out the ring doesn't do anything. I called it. I don't know how I called it earlier when I'm like, it was the bartender. Boom! I'm a freaking genius. Gang, Linda, try and go steal that thing. Watch it not be her. I just look like an idiot. Wow. Beautiful performance that I did not pay attention to at all.
Back up.
Detective Douche?
Back up slowly.
That looks like the back of his head. Ooh, yeah. I knew it.
Tony Stompanato?
And I took the ring. And I performed the ceremony of Anubis to unlock its ancient power. And now, I am
Iron Man.
immortal.
Never mind.
The wackadoo.
I knew it.
I knew all about the ring. I'm the one who hired Lucky Larry to steal it. Now put the gun down and hand it over.
Big brain. So what's up? How are they connected?
Now I don't want to hurt anyone, but I need to save Bill.
Jewelry
See, I knew
isn't
it.
going to save your husband, Gertie.
You're lying. You're lying. I saw you that night in the alley.
I am too rich to go to jail. You know my father
Who's his father? Yo, he's having so much fun with that role. I love it.
There's 2 ways. Midnight?
Yo, I like the fact that she came back for this tiny ass little role. Doesn't come back to play Lucifer's mom. Just comes back for a friggin' flashback episode for no reason.
I think I've been immortal long enough.
Interesting. She putting her immortality into that ring?
I want you to have it. My children are perfect. They can't be banished because they have no home. Can't be abandoned because they have no family.
They'll never be cast out of the proverbial garden.
You can never tell them what I've done today, Lucifer. Not if they are going to be unbreakable.
I don't think Maze will be thrilled to hear about that. I don't think.
Enjoy the rest of your life.
She was upset about not ever having a family. And turns out she did have a family that just like gave up her immortality. Is that the big secret?
So
So now whoever has that ring can be immortal?
Well,
Is he like doubly immortal?
I bet Jack and Shirley took the whole bus ride and fixed everything.
Doubt it.
Yes.
They super got divorced.
Right.
Jack's feelings of inadequacy, he just couldn't get over him. And it led to a cold marriage and an eventual split.
You get the story?
Interesting.
I taught you well, kid.
Okay. Oh, is that her mom?
Are you Lily Rose?
She's still alive?
Who wants to know?
It's me. Mazikeen. That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
What do you want from me?
I wanted to come and see you. I wanted to know why you abandoned us. Why you abandoned me.
I did it to make you strong, and it worked.
Yeah, they have two different ideologies on
Two.
how they're supposed to
I can see
work.
you don't need anyone.
Yo, not quite. She's I think she still needs people.
Look at
This
me.
was such a weird episode. That's the conclusion of that? What the frick, dude? This was such a weird episode. Okay. This was it was a good episode, but it was super weird. And it definitely felt like filler. Not that it was bad filler, but this episode was definitely filler. Didn't, as far as I can tell, this episode did not progress the main story at all. Flashback episodes never really do. I think the novelty of it being a noir episode is what they expected to carry it. If I'm being honest, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did it much better. Or maybe I just like that show better, but it was good. It was still good. It was a good episode. So it starts out a little Trixie coming in to play some games, to play Monopoly. Is Monopoly called the game of not the Game of Choice, Game of Life, Game of Choice, something. Monopoly has a nickname of some sort, but Lucifer wants to play Monopoly with Trixie and Chloe. Chloe is doing something, but wants to know some stories about the ring that he's got. Because it's Lilith's ring. And presumably, Maze knew this, and she wanted to know the story. Or, I guess I'm kind of lost on the logic a bit there. Like, how did Maze find her mom in the end? Like knowing the story of that ring from at least the information that was presented to us does not help her find that at all. And then also, like, if she already knew to ask about the ring, like if all she wanted was the full story of how it was taken or whatever, if she went in there telling Trixie to, go hear the story of this ring, it seems like she already knew what the dealio was regardless. So it's like, what? I think they just kind of chucked that on to give some reasoning as to why this was this episode was happening, to make it maybe seem like it's not complete filler, even though it is. And I don't know necessarily how big of an impact May's talking to her mom is gonna have in future episodes, but it seemed like this was a completely self-contained story. Like the ending of last episode and then this whole episode were kind of just self-contained and so far pointless. Because it was cool to see all these characters play different roles and have fun with it, but I don't really see the point of this episode, I guess. But yeah, so he goes back telling the story of this ring, why it's black, and it's a thief story. I mean, there's murders involved, but it's a thief story. Ella plays a gang boss. Detective Douche plays Sausage King, and he was having tons of fun with the role, just having a grand old time. Chloe is a PI because Trixie wants some gender inclusive roles. Can't blame her. Linda plays the bartender. As soon as she started talking about her husband, being like, oh, the doctors, they can't fix him, I was like, oh, okay, you took it. There's no reason for you to bring up this additional info unless you did it. Come on now. Don't give me that. What else? Ooh, frickin' what's the lady's name? Who plays Lucifer's mom? She's in Battlestar Galactica. She's been in some other stuff. She's super good friends with Katie Sackhoff. What is the actress's name? I feel like it starts with an M or a Patricia something, I think is her name. She just comes back for no reason. Just does not come back to reprise her role as Lucifer's mom. Is just straight up, they're just like, hey, we love you so much, please come be on our show again. And it's like, yeah, but isn't my character Gonzo? And it's like, yeah, we're gonna cast you as a nobody. Just you're just the wife of somebody. Come back. And for an excuse to come back and play some random character, I like it. But yeah, I mean, Amenadiel plays the snake oil salesman pretty much. It was a good episode. I enjoyed watching it. It was just all of it was completely pointless. and you know, like, the more I think about it, I mean, like, the episode itself is good, but the context surrounding it, when you have an 8-episode season or like half season, putting a filler episode in an 8-episode section is kind of dumb in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, Lilith, I guess they go through this whole process, and Lilith, from watching these people, Lilith decides that she doesn't want to be immortal anymore. But she didn't like do it for a specific human. She wasn't like, hey, I feel this connection with you, I want to be mortal for you. She just kind of like observed the humans doing stuff, I guess, like the cold connection between Jack and his wife, of like how they love each other but they're like don't necessarily. Her motivation, I guess, was a little flimsy. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this episode. It's like they had 7 strong episodes. Like, they were like, okay, we know we want to have what, like two halves of this season. We'll have the first half be 8 episodes, second half be whatever, 8 episodes again maybe. And they were like, okay, so we got 7 strong episodes. We need 1 more. What do we do? And they were probably just like, hey, let's do a noir episode. We can chuck it halfway through so it's not like the important focal point of the season. But yeah, like I feel like I'm trashing on this episode, which I hope it doesn't come across that way. Like, I enjoy the episode. It's just, I feel like this was the most filler episode of a show I've ever seen. And I've watched so much TV where, I mean, maybe not ever. But this episode did not need to happen for it. Like, it didn't impact the main story at all, other than Maze. And I mean, maybe I'm speaking before I know stuff, I guess, but from what I can tell, I don't know how big of a role the Maze being abandoned by her mom, and like her mom just being like, oh, I don't really want to talk to you. How, like, I don't know how big of an impact that's gonna have going forward, but it seems like it wasn't a huge, it was like a 1.5-minute long scene at the end. Like, their conversation was literally like 30 seconds long. I thought it was Linda's house at first, because there was like kids' toys in the background, and then she knocks on it and is like, are you essentially my mom? And she's like, yeah, whatever, cool, I tried something, didn't work. And why did you abandon us? You don't need me, you don't need anybody. And then she's just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, and then leaves. It's like, what was the point? I feel like I'm trashing on this episode. As an episode on its own, fairly decent. It was really fun to see these characters and these actors try on these different roles within the same world, I guess. Like, they're kind of trying on different roles. I mean, they're kind of playing the same characters, playing different roles. You know, but you know, it was a fun episode, but it didn't need to happen. It's how, if I were to rank this episode, in how many episodes has this show had? What, like 100? Not 100. Maybe. What is this, 5th season? It's probably like episode like somewhere between 50 and 100. if I were to rank it, this would be bottom 25. It was a good episode, but completely inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt here. Maybe people are gonna be commenting, "Oh, dude, if you only knew what's coming next, this episode was the most important one." I doubt it. I'm fairly confident that this episode means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Because if it did mean a whole lot, I think it would included Michael. I think it would have included actual Lucifer doing actual stuff, actual Chloe. Yeah, I think overall it was fun to see these characters play different roles. It was fun to see Lucifer's mom come back and play a role. But it's when I think of the show Lucifer, this is not gonna be an episode that comes to my head. That's all I got though. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you feel it to be as fillery and unimportant as I did? What did you think of these actors playing different roles, and how did you feel about what's her face coming back, Patricia? That might not even be her name. Just chucking out Patricia. Watch it be like something completely different, not even close to Patricia. I think it's Patricia though. How did you feel about her coming back? I liked that she didn't come back as Lucifer's mom, because that would have been really hard and weird to explain. They found a way where they could just be like, hey, we don't need to explain why you're back, you're just back. How did you guys feel about that? What did you think of this episode as a whole? What did you think of Detective Douche having the time of his life playing as the weird ass dude? The Sausage King, Willie the Sausage King. Just a flamboyant, goofy dude. Yeah. Let me know in the comments. And actually comment. So many of you people watch this episode and watch my video, and you don't comment on my videos. Come on, man. I need that engagement. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.